Hello everybody out in interweb land. My name's Eric. I'm the bar manager here at Vesta Dip and Grill, and we're going to let you know about a few things that we got going on behind the bar here at Vesta. First of all is our Vesta Whiskey. Vesta Whiskey is a collaboration between our staff and the Leopold brothers. We were lucky enough to sit down with these guys and set our own whiskey. So I sat down with Todd, the head distiller, and set the mash bill for this whiskey. Basically what we were going for was a rye-heavy bourbon blend. So we're looking for something that basically is a bourbon, but has a little bit more rye content to it, just to give it a little more spice, a little bit better mixer. So we took a small batch American whiskey and just up the rye content, basically what we did. So our mash bill on this whiskey is 55% corn, 21% rye, 5% chocolate rye, and then the remainder of that is going to be malted barley. So it's technically not considered a bourbon because it didn't spend enough time in oak, but as far as the mash bill is concerned, all you have to have is 51% corn in your mash bill to be a bourbon. So we are almost there as far as it goes, just not as much time in oak. So a little bit fresher, not quite as heavy on the palate. That's the first part of it. Whole staff went out, made the whiskey with the Leopold brothers, and then they were kind enough to give us one of the barrels that we used. So this is the barrel from our first batch of Vesta whiskey. We have the barrel here at the bar now, and it's empty of whiskey, but we put the whiskey back into it for a cocktail. So what we did is our Vesta Vupere. A Vupere is a very classic cocktail from New Orleans, named after the old square there, and it's basically equal parts of whiskey, cognac. In our case, we use Terraque Estate 3-Star Armagnac, and then also Carpano Antica Vermouth, which is the best vermouth on the market. So we have those three parts, equal parts in the barrel, 6 liters of each. To that we add a little bit of Benedictine and a little bit of our bitters, some Angostura bitters and some Peychaud bitters. So we added all that in there. It's been in the barrel for about 5 months, and that's going to be our finished product. What's really interesting about barrel aging a cocktail is, number one, giving the ingredients time to sit together, time to come together as a whole and really mellow out each other and really interact with one another. But what really is cool is how the oak affects the cocktail. So oak affects your cocktails or your spirits or your wine in different ways, mainly given those flavors of toffee, vanilla, baking spice, and those more spicy flavors. In this case, our oak is giving off vanillin and tannin, the two main components of oak that affect the flavors. So the vanilla is going to add those flavors of vanilla and toffee and things like that, but also the tannin is going to come out and give it a more sort of astringent palate feel. And that's the most interesting thing to us, is that after 5 weeks in barrel, this cocktail really has come to have very much a tannin structure, which is something sort of unexpected and at the same time very cool. So that's what we got going on. We've got full barrel of the whiskey that is now full barrel of the Ray, and that's just one of the cool things we got going on here at the bar at Vesta.